Hey everybody, welcome to the How to Get 10 Sales Per Day, 365 days per year with free traffic selling print on demand products. If you do me a quick favor, can you hear me and see my screen? Just give me a one in the chat box if you are good to go. And also, you can use that chat box for any questions you have throughout the presentation. I'll be saving some time basically at the end for some Q&A, but okay, so we got some ones here. Good, good. And then let me know where you're located. I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. Just type that in the chat box. Let me know where you're at. See who the furthest away today is. I know typically we have people from around the world. A lot of people from New Zealand recently, the US, Canada, UK, all over the place. So there we go, London, UK. So the original London. I'm in the fake London. We basically copied your city. Not far in Ohio, right on. We got Colombia. Whoa, that's new. Colombia. Nice, nice. There's New Zealand. Awesome. And what else we got? Oh, Michigan, Florida, Texas, another Ohio, Vancouver, Thailand. Okay, we got a winner. I think Thailand is Thailand further than New Zealand. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it's quite far away. All right. So there are people still trickling in too, and I understand it's a Monday when we're shooting this, so I'm going to dive right in. So just bear with me. And again, thank you for coming on. I've got a lot to share with you, so I do want to jump in here. So what are we going to cover? Basically, we've got three main things. We're going to talk about what to sell, my top 5 print-on-demand products, how to sell them, and get consistent year-round sales, and then how to ensure success by following my system. So who is this for? Basically, the following people. People starting out online with print-on-demand and paid traffic, and they want to shift to like free traffic. People who have tried but failed in the past. People need some inspiration. People need some motivation, accountability. People who do not quit at the first sign of trouble, and people who just want to connect all the dots. So who it's not for? Basically the following: negative people, finger pointers, quitters, bad attitudes, all around unpleasant people. Nobody wants to deal with that, right? So is this you? You are not alone. All right. So maybe you've always wanted to work from home and quit that day job, maybe create a nice side hustle income. You know, people do this, but you could never quite figure out how. So you're looking for more freedom in your day. You want to take those vacations a couple times a year, drop the kids off at school, pick them up if you have kids, go to all their, recitals and sporting events and all that good stuff. Maybe just be there with your family more, or with your boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever it may be. Bottom line, you want to be your own boss. So it can happen. I know this because I've done this. You're here, so you're in the right place. And if you stay until the end, I do have a special offer for you. But before we begin, just allow me to introduce myself real quick. So that's me, Will Hamerill. I've got 5 daughters. I live in London, Ontario, Canada. I love, love, love helping people with my coaching and courses. I'm the founder of PPCCoach.com, trained over 11,000 online marketers since 2007. That's a ton. I started in 2005 part time, and then I quit my job and went full time in 2007. So I'm basically a dinosaur in this online marketing world. And that's me. That's my first big check. That's a picture from November 23rd, 2005. The amount's hard to see, but it's like $17,489.53. And that's US. So I get to convert that to Canadian too. We didn't even have high resolution cameras back then or phone cameras. I was taking on the old school film one. That was generating secured loan leads using Google AdWords, and I would sell them to banks and loan companies in the United Kingdom. Now, my business is selling print on demand products and teaching people how. So after that check, I was in the basement of my townhouse. I said the weirdest sentence to my wife that you're ever going to say: I have to quit my job to start making money. And you don't hear people saying that too often, but I did. I quit it, and I've been full time working from my home since 2007 online. So now I've sold over $1.5 million with print on demand products from multiple different companies. Basically, I practice what I preach, and I love helping others succeed. So the usual way that people sold print on demand products is dead, unfortunately. And that was Facebook ads. They're dead now. I'm just calling it, that's what it is, calling a spade a spade. So here's an example. If you sold a product at like $39.95, which I have, and the base cost of that product was $9.95, and then it costs you $20 in ads to get a sale, the bottom line is you put $10 in your profit, so $10 for that whole sale. That used to work really well. That doesn't work anymore. Times have changed so much over the past few years. So we have to change too, or we will not survive in our business. And our business is selling print on demand products. So that's what I did, and that's what I'll share with you today. The key is be consistent, be evergreen, and that means you can run it year round, so you can sell products year round. And consistent year round profits, that's our goal. And I'm going to show you methods that don't necessarily involve using any ads. So if it sounds simple, it kind of is on the surface, but there's a bit more to it. But that's where I come in. I'll teach you how and support you along the way. So here's a couple of people who've worked with me, and then I'm going to get into the training. So this is Parody. It was a breath of fresh air when I came across Will Hamerl and his teaching, unlike many other online courses. Will's course contents are pure gold, no hype, no fluff. Will teaches what he practices what he teaches, and what's working right now, not yesterday's outdated methods. Will's courses are very detailed, methodical, and full of step-by-step instructions, which are very easy to follow. His boot camps are inspirational, fun, and productive. Most of all, Will cares. So I love that. Here's another one. Been following Will since he started his PPC Coach forum. He's a great coach and taught us methods that are proven to work. I bought a couple of his courses because he gives us the latest methods and gives us clear instructions to execute them. In summary, his courses are value for the money. And the last one, I implemented Will Hamerl's techniques and immediately began to reach more potential buyers and convert more of them into sellers. I went from a trickle of organic sales every now and then to a very profitable side hustle. Thanks to Will's course, I'm still seeing growth in my communities and monetizing them. Thanks from Russ. So I've got a ton of those too. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, but how did they succeed? Basically, they followed my system and they took action, which is why you're here. Maybe you've struggled in the past to find products that you can promote year round. And I mean, that's why I put together the print on demand school. So more on that later. Let's get into the training now. So today I'm going to cover 3 things. Number 1, what to sell. There's 5 of them. And let's dive right in. So T-shirts are the number 1 thing that we're going to sell. These are in no particular order, but T-shirts. So the thing is, a lot of print-on-demand marketers say they don't work anymore. So this used to be my top-selling product was T-shirts. Marketers stopped because the profit margins disappeared. And basically, back in the day, people would create a T-shirt listed on a company like Teespring, and then they'd run Facebook ads to it. So Facebook has squeezed marketers to the point where it's not profitable anymore. So now, though, it's viable again because I'm using free traffic, which means 0 ad costs, which means they're working it. And the thing about T-shirts is some people say, no, that market is saturated. You can't sell T-shirts online because too many people are. Well, a lot of people are because it's profitable. And people will always buy T-shirts because they do wear out. They do need to be replaced. It's just a fact of life. People need to wear clothes. So what better thing to sell them than a funny T-shirt or a cute T-shirt or a nice, whatever you want to put on the T-shirt, we can still sell them. So that's one product. Second one is a hoodie. So now typically these use the same designs as a T-shirt. And I moved to these back a couple of years ago for higher profit margins. That was basically the only reason. I could make like $20 before ad costs on these versus like 12 or 15 for a T-shirt. That made my ads profitable again back in the day. So I had to adjust, adapt, move forward. I did. And I would simply take the T-shirt design that was working and I would put it on a hoodie and I would sell that. So not as many people buy hoodies though, but they do still work. And I think they don't buy them because not every place in the world has the climate where people actually wear a hoodie. So I'm in Canada. We have very cold winters and we have very hot summers. So during the winter, people do wear hoodies. My kids wear them. I wear them. I don't really wear them, but I run hot all the time. But people do wear hoodies. It's just the market's a little bit smaller than the T-shirt market. So now, with free traffic, we can sell these again, and it's profitable. Okay. The third one is coffee mugs. So these were always very tough to profit with. I mean, they're a great gift to give to somebody, or they're a great product for somebody to buy for themselves. But the problem with them back in the day was that margins were always very, very small. So if you sold a mug at like even $19.95, which is kind of expensive for a mug, your profit might be, I don't know, $10 per sale. So that means you had $10 to run ads. So the $10, like the base cost comes off, you'd have $10 to run ads. You can't sell a mug on Facebook ads with a $10 profit margin. You'll be losing all day long. So it made running ads to sell them very difficult. I use mugs in my business as upsells mainly, but now I've transitioned that to selling them direct with free traffic, and they're very, very profitable. So there's a huge audience out there that buys coffee mugs. Think of how, like, not just coffee mugs. When I say coffee mugs, I'm talking travel mugs, wine little mugs, camper mugs, all those different subtypes of coffee mug too. There's a whole variation of them out there. You come up with a neat idea, you put the design onto a mug, you sell it, and it just works. It works very, very well. Not just for gifts, but for everything too. Now, number 4 is necklaces. These have been my bread and butter for years and years and years. This is where I made actually the bulk of my money was selling necklaces. And you're thinking, well, aren't you sound like a middle-aged man? Why are you selling necklaces? Well, because I had to. These offered a better profit margin versus the other products. So it's a totally different ballgame with necklaces because I had to use a gift angle, which meant somebody was not buying it for themselves, but they were buying it to give to somebody else. That's the way necklaces work best. So this worked very well for years. And I mean, $30 plus meant ads were profitable. But now when you can sell a necklace with that kind of profit margin and not run ads, they're even more profitable with free traffic. So that it's a very profitable product to run. Now, moving up to the next level is a thing called message cards. And these are a super hot product right now. You'll find a lot of these on Etsy. These have the highest profit margin. And I have like 1, 2, 3, 8 of them sitting on my desk right now, or yeah, 7 of them. It's a necklace, a gift box, and a message card combined. So you see these all over Etsy. They have like $50 plus profit margins. They use the gift angle. You can still profit with paid ads to these. But with free traffic, man, you put a lot of money in your pocket. There's one company I use that has, you sell one, you make $61. That is massive. Like, that is huge. I don't know of any other kind of impulse buy type products that have that sort of profit margin on them. So there's a couple things about these products. So people always say, do you have to buy inventory? No, they're printed after the sale is made. That means it's print on demand. So there's no inventory up front. The company you use handles everything from, the sales page to collecting the payments to printing to shipping to updating the customer to doing the customer service. There's like 6 things the company does that you don't have to. So you're probably wondering, like, which companies can you use? Well, I will show you exactly which ones to use. Do I need a Shopify store? No, you don't. You don't need a Shopify store to run print on demand. You don't at all. Okay, do I need to sell on Amazon? Nope, you don't. You can, but you don't need to. The problem with selling on Amazon is you need this thing called a buy box. And if you don't have the buy box, you're not going to make any sales. So if you go on Amazon, you ever see a product and you look on the right-hand side and there's no real add to cart button or buy now button, it's because the buy box isn't there. So Amazon doesn't really trust that seller enough to give them the buy box yet. They don't have enough of a history, and it's awful. It's very difficult to make sales. So unless you're doing like fulfillment by Amazon, Amazon is a tough slog. So do I need to sell on Etsy? No, you don't. I know a lot of people come into my trainings and they're like, well, I'm selling on Etsy right now. I love print on demand. It's working very well. You don't need to. You can, but you don't need to. There's some downsides to selling on Etsy, which is when you do find a winner, you can't really run ads to it. You have to use Etsy's internal service, which you have no control over, which I don't really like. I like having full control. So yes, you could, but you don't need to. Do I do customer service? Nope, I don't. Not with my system. I don't do any. And this is the biggest benefit of the way that I run print on demand products, the way that I run my business. If you're on Shopify, Amazon, well, not really Amazon, Shopify or Etsy, you're handling all the customer service. So somebody buys something, they're going to email you. They're going to say, it could be a day later. They'll be like, did you ship it yet? Or they'll want to make some changes, or they'll want to cancel an order, or they want to do something. Customer service will take up a lot of your time. And customers online are not the friendliest people in the world, I'll tell you that much. So I can't stand customer service. I know you can outsource it, but even when you outsource it, now you're managing your kind of customer service team. So you're still dealing with problems. You're just not dealing with them directly. I don't like that. So if that all sounds pretty cool, I think it is. It is the best business model out there by far. And my system automates a lot of this. So are you pumped yet? Do you see what's possible? Let's move on to the second part now, which is how to sell year round. So we need to get free traffic to our products, and traffic just means people looking at your products. It's marketing. That's how we do it. And the main reason people use Etsy and Amazon is because they want free traffic. But there are other ways, and it's called social media. You all know it. That's where we will post our products daily. So the sites that we're going to be using In the automated vein, we're going to create a Facebook page, Facebook group, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. We're going to automate posts to those assets. We will also post to TikTok without ads. Okay, just create a TikTok account. We'll post some videos on there. Then we'll post to Instagram Reels. Then we'll post to YouTube Shorts. It's awesome. You're basically building up a traffic network. Those are the traffic sources, but there's a little more to it. We can't just post products all day long and expect people to be interested. They're not going to be. So we need content too. We need funny or emotional or viral content that people will share. And ideally, we need a mix of all of this. So social sites love this. It keeps people on their platform. So if you think of it, when you go to Facebook, Facebook does not want you to leave Facebook. So if you're commenting, liking, sharing a post, your friends are then seeing it, then they're engaging on the platform. Then the bottom line for Facebook is the more people stay on the platform, the more ads they can run and the more money they can make. Okay, so every one of these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, they all want you to stay on their platform because they want you to run ads on their platform. They want other people to run ads to you on the platform. Okay, so then, after that, you offer them a product to buy too. So you mix it up. So that's what my system does. It funnels people from social media websites to my products. But who wants to sit there posting on social media all day long? Not me, not me at all. That's why I've automated that part. So it basically works out to like 3 posts a day. And in the morning, I'll do like a content post. It could be a funny one. In the afternoon, another content post could be a meme or something. And then in the evening, I'll post a product. So if you're thinking, well, what do you mean post? What's the content about? Well, you pick a niche and then you build those assets and then you find content for that niche. And then your products are kind of in that niche too. So as an example, dogs, you could make a dog page, a dog group, a dog Twitter account, dog Pinterest board, and a dog Instagram account. And then you can post content to that. You're going to gain followers who like, share, and comment on all your posts. And then you just pepper them with products, with dog products, a dog coffee mug, a dog t-shirt, a dog necklace, a dog message card, a dog hoodie, whatever it may be. That's how you monetize it. So you're basically trying to gather up people with your posts to follow your stuff, and then you offer them stuff. You make them an offer of a product, and that's how you profit. So it sounds really simple on the surface, but you're basically building a traffic network that gets you sales daily for free. All right. So how exactly? Well, that's where my system comes in to show you exactly how to do that. If you're ready to start, I hope so. You can feel the sales starting to come in already. It takes a little bit of time to get going with free traffic, but once it does, man, it gets very consistent because you just keep pumping out that free content to attract people, then you make an offer to buy. So hang on, slow down though. It can be difficult if you attempt this alone. Okay, so what if someone out there could teach you all this stuff in detail? I bet that would help. That's how I got started online back in 2005. I actually found a mentor who taught me the ropes, and without him, I wouldn't even be on this webinar to you today because I wouldn't have known what I was doing at all. So let's finish this off. It's time for basically the third part, and that is how to ensure your success. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Reality check. This is not a simple thing we're talking about. I know at the 30,000 foot level, it does look pretty simple, but it's not. There's a lot of moving parts. It can be complicated to figure out. You could reverse engineer everything I just told you. You could reverse engineer it, but it's going to take a long time. So you do need a system that is laid out in steps for you to follow. So how do you do this? Well, you've got 2 basic options. You can take the easy way, or you can take the hard way. Now, the hard way is a little longer, takes a little bit more. It's frustrating. I actually usually take the hard way with a lot of stuff I do. I don't know why. But as I get older, I'm starting to take the easy way more and more. So the hard way is getting like your PhD from the School of Hard Knocks. I have one. I have multiple PhDs from the School of Hard Knocks. It's not fun. It took forever, and I've got a lot of gray hair to prove it. But now as I get older, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take the easy way. I'm going to pay somebody to teach me how to do that, because why am I going to waste all my time and energy trying to figure this out on my own when I know somebody's got something over there that already works, right? So the hard way is go for it on your own. Do it. Go to YouTube. Search for selling products online with free traffic. There's really not much out there, but you get the following: different opinions, different styles, outdated methods, shifty people. Man, so many shifty people. Tons of ways, and then you go and try each one on your own. So now you've got something. It's not the solution, but it is something. It's something called information overload. So you have so many options that you literally don't know where to start, which typically leads to overthinking and overanalyzing. So you do nothing and you go back to square one. And that route stinks. I don't suggest it for anyone. Instead, take the easy route. Follow my system. When you follow the steps, you're going to succeed. So what are the steps? Well, there's a few of them, and I tried to cover them as broadly as I could here to fit them all in. So step one, you're going to want to create your products. So you're in a niche, pick a niche, create some products, upload them, use the companies I do for this part. Okay, that's going to be basically the heavy lifting is using the companies that I use for print on demand. So you don't need the store. Step two, create your social media accounts. So you want to create your Facebook page. If we use a dog example, it's a dog page, dog group, Pinterest, dog board, Instagram account for dogs, Twitter account for dogs, TikTok account for dogs, YouTube account for dogs, all that stuff. You need to create those assets so you have them ready to go. Step three, you're going to gather some content. And that could be like funny memes or emotional posts or quotes or pictures, like beautiful pictures. In the dog niche, pictures of dogs, that's all you need. It just works very well because dog lovers love looking at dogs. It doesn't matter whose dog it is. They just love looking at it. Videos, right? Funny videos of dogs. Imagine that. Now, I'm using dogs, but you could basically get into any one of the hundreds and hundreds of niches out there. So whatever you want in your niche, gather that content up, put it into a folder on your computer. And then step four, you want to automate this. So you're going to use the program that I do to automate the posting. You set it up, let it run on a schedule. And the closest thing to passive income that I've ever done is this system that I have developed. So step five is scale with paid traffic. Now, in the past, I would run a whole bunch of test campaigns to try and find winning products. So I'd set up a product, then I'd run Facebook ads to it, and I would test. I would spend like $50 for each test. It would take probably, I don't know, about 28% of my tests actually were showing signs of life. And of that, maybe 1 of 10 would actually be a big winner. So 10% would be a big winner. So if I'm running 10 campaigns at $50 a day or $50 per test, that's like $500 right there in testing before I even find anything. Now with free traffic, it's unlimited because you're not paying anything to test it. So when you do find a winner though, and the winner is the product that seems to be selling a lot, you might want to fire up some ads. And in this case, I won't use Facebook ads anymore, but I will use TikTok ads. And I can teach you that part too. And in fact, that's included. But so now you've got the steps. So what is next? Well, let's say you want to lose some weight. How do you do it? You find someone to teach you how. I know back, a long time ago now, I lost 100 pounds in 106 days. I had a lot of motivation for it, but I actually went to a friend and she gave me her meal plan, and I was already working out and doing the cardio stuff, but without her advice on the meal plan, I wouldn't have been able to do it. If you want to learn to scuba dive, what do? You find someone to teach you how. And if you're ever going to learn to scuba dive and your instructor doesn't tell you what I'm going to tell you next, go get another instructor. Because if they don't tell you to breathe when you're underwater the first time, you might pass out. So, and you're thinking, well, why would they have to tell you to breathe? Of course you're going to breathe. You have scuba tanks on, you're going to breathe. No, you're not. Because your whole life, when you dive underwater, you hold your breath. So if you take a big inhale, you're going to breathe water into your lungs and you're probably going to drown. That's how our brains are wired because that's how it's always been until you have a scuba tank on your back. Now you've got air on your back and you're breathing it in. But if you don't consciously tell yourself it's okay to breathe, you won't. You'll hold your breath and you'll pass out, or whatever will happen. My first dive under, he told me that, and I was like, man, I wouldn't have even thought of that. You're right. I would have went down with you, and I would have been on the bottom holding my breath. He's like, yeah, everybody does. I'm like, that's the most brilliant advice I've ever heard. Anyway, want to learn to fly a plane? Think you can just go to the airport and take off? Maybe. Landings are hard though. You got to find someone to teach you how. That's how you do it. This is no different. You find someone to teach you how, no matter what. The best way to learn something, and especially as I get older, I'm just accepting this more and more, is to have someone teach you. It's also the best way to ensure success. So which brings me to the last part of this training. At the beginning, I did say, like, I have an offer for you, and I do. I have something that is awesome. So, but first, let me ask you a question. And I do see some coming in, but are you enjoying it so far? I hope you're nodding your head. Yes. Do you think this stuff can work for you? So far we've covered kind of what to sell, the 5 products, how to sell them, and how to ensure your success. So my question is, do you want to take it to the next level? Introducing the Print on Demand School. Okay, the info and the methods that I've showed today only scratch the surface, not even a dent, to be honest. My print on demand school is all about this, showing you the exact system to follow. You watch me over the shoulder, step by step, in excruciating detail, everything from A to Z, plus a couple of bonuses too. I've taken courses in the past where it's just somebody standing there talking to a camera, and they're not showing me in the accounts and showing me step by step all the different buttons I have to push and everything. That kind of drives me nuts. I don't like that way of learning. I want to see somebody actually doing it so I can actually implement what they're teaching on the screen. So that's my style. It's more over the shoulder, watching me in all these accounts, hooking everything up, finding the content, doing everything, the full system step by step. You watch me do it, then you replicate it. It's a course and support and templates to use. So where is it? It's online 24/7. How much is it? I'm going to get to that in 1 second. Sounds pretty sweet. It is. So what you get with the Print on Demand School is a full course. There's 7 core modules covering every step. There's 5 bonus modules. The videos are available 24/7. It is over the shoulder. You watch me, then you do it in your accounts. The value of that is about $2,997. It's a full course, 71 videos, step by step in detail. That's just the training. There's another aspect to the Print on Demand School too, though. You don't have to go at this alone. There's no need to fly solo anymore. If you ever tried talking to someone about online stuff, they might look at you like this. Haha, that's wait, what? I mean, that's what my wife does all the time. Every time I start talking about my business, I know she supports me, but she doesn't speak that language. So you need a group of people who speak your language, know what you're going through, and they can help you. So what's the solution? It's a group of people who speak your language. That's what the second part is. It's a private Facebook group dedicated to the course. So what you get with the private Facebook group, it's available 24/7, get support. You can ask questions, network with others. These are people who are in the same shoes. These are people who will help you out, and it's led by me. So the value of that is $2,997, and it is as valuable as the training itself. Okay, having that group of people to support you is awesome. So you get training and support. Does that sound pretty good? But that's not all. You also get a bunch of bonuses. So I'm going to go right through them real quick here. Bonus number 1 is how to set up your email marketing. Email is king, okay, when it comes to long-term success. So it's great for consistent profits year-round. It's great for one-time sales. You have a list of buyers, so you want to make them offers with email too. It's not just free traffic online from social media accounts. It's also email marketing. I'll teach you how. That's got a value of $497. Bonus number 2, I haven't seen anybody teaching this yet. It's how to market with Instagram Reels. So Instagram knows that video is king. They're owned by Facebook. They want to compete with TikTok. So I'll show you how to get traffic from Instagram Reels. That's got a $497 value as well. It's awesome. Nobody else shows this. Bonus number 3 is how to market with TikTok without ads. So yes, in the course, I do teach you paid ads on TikTok to scale, but TikTok's huge, and you can also be getting free traffic from them too. It's growing fast. Okay, other companies have noticed. You don't have to run the ads only with them. It's more than just young pups dancing on screen now. That's what I thought originally when TikTok, because I would see my daughters doing all these weird twitchy dances, and I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, I'm doing my Musical.ly. I'm like, okay. Then they're like, wait, Musical.ly changed to TikTok. I'm like, I don't know what any of that means. But then they're like, just go on it. You might like it. So I went on it, and it's not just dancing kids. Like it is, there's comedians on there. I watch a whole lot of construction videos on there. There's funny little skits people do. It is dancing and stuff too, but it's way more than that. So I think it's just, if you ever watch the show Ridiculousness on MTV, you'll see it's kind of like that, but online. So, and with Ridiculousness, that show is super popular because it's short, it's sweet, it's right to the point, it's just dumb entertainment that you can turn your brain off to. So adults are on there too. That's the key, so we can make sales. That's got a $497 value too. Bonus number 4 is how to scale with YouTube Shorts. So Shorts, it means short videos. YouTube, it's like under a minute. YouTube wants the TikTok market too. They know. Google knows. Google owns YouTube. YouTube understands this. They know how valuable it is. So let's be there too. Anywhere people are going is where we want to be. And I'll show you how. That's got a $497 value. Bonus number 5 probably should be bonus number 1, but it's 100 editable templates. So if you want to jumpstart, I actually have 100 of them, 100 that were made by professional designers for necklaces and message cards. You can edit them. You can change every piece. The fonts are included too. You can use Photoshop, which is paid, or this program called Photopea. If you have never seen that, go look it up. It's awesome. It's a like online free version of Photoshop. It'll give you a massive head start. These literally cost me $3,500 to make them all. So the value is $3,500. These are professional designers that did these up for me, and they work awesome. But the whole point is to give you a head start on the necklace side. The t-shirt, hoodie, and coffee mug designs, they can all be put on the same product, and I do teach you how to make those too, and it's super easy. So that you don't really need a designer to do those. I'll show you how to do it with Canva in the course. Anyway, it's a ton of value for a great price. So are you blown away? I know you are. Let's recap what you get. It's not the Gear Bubble course. It's the Print on Demand School. Made a mistake there. The course valued at $2,997. The private Facebook group valued at $2,997. Bonus number 1 is email marketing training at $497. Bonus number 2, scaling with Instagram Reels, valued at $497. Bonus number 3, scaling with TikTok and no paid ads, $497 value. Bonus number 4, scaling with YouTube Shorts, valued at $497. Bonus number 5, 100 editable templates, valued at $3,500. So if you've been adding that up, that's a combined value of $11,482. So that's what I should charge, right? Nah, I'm not going to charge that much, not even close. So what does it cost? You'll love this. The general public price is $19.97 because this is my flagship course. But because you're on here today, I'll give you 70% off for a limited time. So the total cost $599.10. This is a one-time payment, and basically, are you in? I hope so. So why should you get this? Well, I'll give you 5 reasons. Reason number 1, it's no theory. Oh, that URL is wrong. It should be PODS. Oh, crap. I'll fix that in the replay. But it's ppc-coach.com/PODS. I'll put this in the chat here. I don't know why that didn't take. It's supposed to take. Yeah, it's not bank, it's PODS. Actually, give me a second here. I'll fix this right now. Just bear with me. You can tell we're live because I've been known to mess up links before. And then watch how fast I do this. And I will cut this out from the replay. Sorry about this. There we go. Fixed. Yeah. So you can go to ppc-coach.com/bank. Perfect. It works. All right, let's go back to the slideshow. All right. So reason number 2, attempting this alone is an insane proposition. Reason number 3, you get a course teaching you a proven system and full support to implement it all. Reason number 4, you get 100 editable templates created by professional designers. Reason number 5, no one teaches this. Okay, this is new. Everybody teaches Facebook ads and jewelry in the print on demand world. Nobody's going to teach you how to sell hoodies, t-shirts, coffee mugs, necklaces, message cards with free traffic. It just does not happen. So reason number, that was number 5. But if you want to see it, no problem. Let's take it in here. It's already waiting for you. Just move that up a bit. And yeah, I got a comment. I can't believe how fast you made that change. I know. I've done like a million webinars and I've screwed up a million times. So it doesn't even faze me when I have an error. I just fix it. That's life, right? Make an error, fix it. All right. Here's section 1, the intro. So all you do is just you click on it like that. And then the video's right here. And then you can hit continue when you're done. So that's the welcome section is there. We talk about everything, mindset, getting set up, creating an account, creating a Shine On account, buying a domain and setting it up with Shine On and Gear Bubble. Those are the companies I use. Creating an FB traffic account, creating your Canva account, and then designs. Give you some hints on like niches and the top 5 to be in, and then how to organize them, and then uploading. Once you have your designs done, how to upload them to each company and each product to each company, and then promoting with free traffic. So what the system looks like, the method that I use, gathering content, gathering product image, creating all the assets, and then finally hooking them all together too. Okay, and then scaling with free traffic. And then module 6 is all about TikTok ads. So creating your TikTok ad account, creating your video ad, outsourcing video ads, placing your pixels on the 2 companies, creating your first campaign, setting up automated rules, and then scaling your campaigns. And then the bonus, there's number 1, scaling with email. There's number 2, scaling with Instagram Reels. There's number 3, scaling with TikTok and no paid ads. There's number 4, scaling with YouTube Shorts and no paid ads. And then the templates are there too, how to like what they are, how to download them, and then how to edit them. I teach you that too. And then a recap. And then this video 12.2, how to schedule your business and why. This is important because nobody really talks about that. They say, okay, here's what you do. And then they don't tell you like when to do it or how often to do it or how you should schedule your business. Because for me personally, which you'll see in that video, it's not about daily actions. It's about weekly actions because we're human. So we're not always going to feel like doing the work. So there might be days you get up, you just don't feel like it. Like you don't feel productive. So I found in my almost 5 decades on this planet now that if I'm not feeling productive, there's no point in me doing it. So I'm just going to take some time off and recharge. And then I'll come back a couple days later and I'll hit it hard. So that's what this whole video is about. Like don't feel bad for that. And then thank you and a favor. So everything's in there. That's all 71 videos. It's a lot. There's a ton in there. But if all this did was teach you how to sell print-on-demand products profitably year-round, would it be worth it? And if all it did was give you support via the private Facebook group, would that be worth it? And all if it did was save you thousands of dollars in trying to figure this out on your own, would that be worth it? I think so. So let's say you have a goal. You're like, you know what? I want to hit $10,000 per month. Well, you've got 2 basic options. You can go to YouTube or Facebook groups even. There's a lot of groups out there. Search for how to sell stuff online, how to print on demand online, whatever. You'll get a lot of guys teaching you how to use Shopify stores for this. You're going to find a ton of conflicting info though, because there are a lot of trainers and a lot of courses out there that are stuck in the Facebook ad mode. And I don't know if they just refuse to accept that it doesn't work anymore or what, or they're too scared to try something new, but it doesn't work. So you're going to get confused with that. You're going to get overloaded. You're going to overthink it. You're going to start second guessing yourself. You're going to waste time. You're going to waste energy, and you're definitely going to struggle. Option 2 is let me teach you. So just watch me do it. Replicate it with your accounts. Watch me on every dashboard. You're going to know what buttons to push. You're going to know what settings are best. You're going to know how to set it up properly, how to manage things, how to scale things. Just connect all those dots. You're going to save time, save money, and most importantly, be happy. So which option do you prefer? I think it's a complete no-brainer. So what's the difference between now and later? Now you might be struggling. Later, you won't be anymore. So this is a limited time offer. It is not going to be available forever, but you might be thinking, that's too expensive. I can't afford that right now. Well, your mindset's a bit off. So let me explain. This is a price right now at 70% off, and how to make that back. Let's assume you make $25 net profit per unit sold, so per product sold. So if you divide that by 25, you need 23.96 sales to pay for this course. You round that to 24. So you need to sell 24 products to pay for the course. Now that 25 is like on average because a coffee mug is less, but a message card is more. And so on average, 25. Net profit is after the base cost and the cost of goods sold. So 24 products sold. I literally have days where I've sold over 100. During the Christmas runs, it'll be like 300, 400, 500 products a day. So I'm going to teach you how. But the only way to fail is to give up or not even take the first step. So does that make sense? Like, it's not too much. It's not enough, in my honest opinion, the price. So now some common questions that I get all the time, and then I'll go through and take some if you have any. So how is it delivered? It's delivered online. It's instant access via the course area, support via the private Facebook group. The templates are available right in the course too. I'll show you how to get them. When can you start? Right now. You get instant access immediately. All those 71 videos are waiting for you. Now, do you need a store? Nah, not for this. We'll be listing products on companies directly. They'll handle it all for us. We'll withdraw money to our PayPal or bank account. Some of them even offer Payoneer, and there's one other place too that they offer too, because I know some of the countries in the Middle East can't use PayPal, I think India can't use PayPal. So you can withdraw it to your bank account or the other methods too. Now, what if I've never used paid traffic? No problem. I'll teach you that for scaling with TikTok ads, but you can stick to the free traffic only too. Okay. And my thing is, if you never use paid ads to sell products online, I think that's great because now you have no bad habits that I have to break. So I get like a clean slate to teach you. So what daily budget do I need? Well, none. Like you'll be using free traffic to get your sales. So you can scale later with paid if you want. Later, if you want, I mean, start slow. Start with like $10 a day on the paid traffic on your winners only. Don't go with paid traffic to test. You don't need to. Use your free traffic to test instead. Only cherry pick the best ones to run paid traffic to. So did you join yet? I hope so. Thank you. I can't wait to work with you. If you're still on the fence, here's a couple testimonials. This one from Mandy. I've known Will for a few years and have a couple of his courses. You'll always learn something from him, whether you're at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced stage of your business. He teaches what is working for him now, and he teaches in a simple, easy to understand way. I was able to implement one of his courses and within the first lesson made my investment back. Oliver, I don't usually make public posts on Facebook, but feel I need to tonight. Will, you could be spending your time making money for yourself instead of creating such a great and insightful content. I truly believe you genuinely care and want to help people. You got me started with print on demand back in February, and I'm already seeing great success. I've hit several bumps along the way, but just believe in yourself and you can do this and you will. Take care. And this one from Chris. I've been following Will for nearly 3 years now, and to this day, I still think he's one of the best in the business when it comes to coaching print on demand and Facebook ads, which I was, but I don't really coach Facebook ads anymore because they don't work. I've purchased a couple of his courses in the past, and they've been great. Everything he teaches has been battle tested and proven, so you can trust the strategies that he shares. Definitely follow this guy. You won't regret it. I love that. So the other question is, what happens after you order? Well, you get immediate access to the course in the private Facebook group. There are already people in there, so don't think like you're going to be the first one. Before you go, if you're still not sure, here's a quick story. So this is, my wife said this, I need to bet on myself. And so the context is this. It's powerful, right? She was interviewing for a full-time teaching job. She had 5 interviews lined up. She got offered 2 part-time contracts immediately, and she had to turn them down. She told them, I have to bet on myself. She wanted a full-time teaching job, not part-time, and they were putting a deadline on her that was before the full-time interviews. So she's like, I'm sorry, I can't take it. And she got it. And I loved it. I love that she said that because I know that I like to bet on myself too. That's why I've been working as an online entrepreneur for myself since 2007, because I bet on myself too. So I think the lesson here is that it's time for you to bet on yourself. Like you can't just be scared all the time. You can't just think, oh, that's too much money. Oh, I can't do that. Or whatever excuse is going through your head. They are just excuses. Okay. You can either do it or don't. Like it's like Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. So if you order now, you can and will succeed. And a lot of this has to do with the gray matter between our ears. And I do cover this in the course too, because nobody really talks about mindset, but your mindset is super important. So thank you. I mean, I appreciate your time. Go get it now if you haven't already. The discount is for a very limited time. You've seen even in this presentation where I made a mistake. So I had a link wrong. And what I do, instead of falling apart and crying about it, I just fixed it. That's what happens. It's the same with print on demand. You're gonna go through the course and you're gonna hit stumbling blocks and you're gonna, oh no, crap. I didn't give up. I just fixed the thing and moved on. Adapt, adjust, and move forward. That's what you have to do too. That's what print on demand school is all about. It's about adapting, adjusting, and moving forward. The old ways that we used to do and the old ways that maybe you've been taught, and even the old ways that you might be doing right now, they're just not as effective as they used to be. So we need to make sure that we can still make this stuff work. So if you have any other questions, you can email me, ppccoach@gmail.com, or even coach@ppc-coach.com, because I know some people don't like the gmail.com address, especially MailChimp for some reason. I will take a couple questions now, and then I'm going to close it off. But let's see here. Just go into my notes. Oh, okay. Okay, question. With these, when you make the message card, how do you put the necklace in it? Okay, so I'll show you. Let me just go here real quick. I'm not making the message card. The print on demand company is making it. So I'm going to show you what a message card looks like, because there are some people that haven't seen it yet. So let's go, I don't know, to my wife. These are message cards on Etsy. This is what I'm talking about. So this one is popular right now. I'll just click it. This is from Shine On, which is a company that I teach you. Oh, is this one? Yeah, I think that's a Love Knot necklace from them. So this just says, to my wife, the most wonderful thing I decided to do was sharing my life with you. Though many things have changed in the time we've been together, my love for you is still as strong as the day we said I do. Your loving husband. So this one is apparently a bestseller. And you can always scroll down on Etsy too and see this part where it says reviews for this item. There's 22. Well, that means that we can get an approximation of the sales based on an approximate number of people who do a review. So if you buy a product, say on Amazon or Etsy, do you always write a review? Nah, you don't. Maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15% of people do. So if I take 22 reviews for this product divided by 0.15, that means this is sold about approximately 146 units. Okay, and if I look at the price, 76, so times 76.02, this little necklace, well, this is called a message card, has pulled in $11,149.60 in revenue. Now, I also know that there's a base cost to this, and there's Etsy fees and all that stuff. We don't have to worry about Etsy fees with my system, but 146, and I know this costs approximately $20. So if I do that, so that's my base cost on those 146 units, 11,460, I think that was it, something like that. So the net profit is approximately $8,500 on this one simple message card. And you can make these, the two companies I work with both do these, and they work very well. So we don't even need to use Etsy to do this. So, okay, there's more too. Like there's a whole bunch of these. Some are priced at a little bit lower, some are priced a little bit higher. There's another one. There's another one. This is definitely Shine On. I can tell by the box. So that's their luxury mahogany box. So this is to my beautiful wife. From the moment when we met, you've had my heart because you, our family, because of you, our family and our sweet home are built around generous and selfless love. Thank you for making us all so blessed, especially me. You are more beautiful than ever, and I love you more than words can say. So that's at price at $49.99. If I look down, there's no reviews for this product, but there are reviews for the shop. So I would say this one hasn't really sold yet. But looking at the shop, it's a new shop. There's only 88 sales. So you could sell this too. You could sell this without using Etsy, without using Amazon. You could sell it direct onto the platforms, which is what I teach. So it's a Canadian business, I guess, but this is actually Shine On. Yeah, so that's an example of a message card. Now, a question just came in. Okay, I used the dog example. So I'm going to build up all these dog pages with dog followers and people who love dogs. How the heck am I going to sell them this? Like, people think that if I have a dog page, I have to sell them dog products only. I can't sell them a necklace that says to my beautiful wife, but that's where you're wrong, because every guy on that page who is married has a wife. So don't think that they wouldn't buy this for their wife. So if you posted a to my beautiful wife message card onto a dog page to males who are married, you think they might buy it along with all your other dog products? Yep, they will. And that's just a mindset shift. Once you have people following these pages and once you have following on those social media accounts, you can really sell them anything you want. And you don't need to pigeonhole it to say, well, I started a dog page. I can only sell funny dog t-shirts, funny dog hoodies, and funny dog coffee mugs. Can't really sell necklaces because who's going to buy a necklace for a dog? Well, that's not the point. The demographic of that page is what matters the most. So if your page is heavily laden with males who also, obviously they're into dogs, they might be married. You know what else they might have? They might have a daughter. So watch this. You can sell them all this stuff. To my daughter, I love you for the little girl you once were, for the amazing woman you are today, and for the precious daughter you will always be. Bestseller. So let's click on that one. That's priced at $67.57 Canadian. 28 reviews for that. And if we do our simple math again, let's go back here. 28 divided by, say 15% of people leave a review. 186 of these are sold. So again, if I take 186 times, what did I say, like $20 base cost, that's 3,733. 186 times 67.57 minus, what was it? 35, 3733. This one has made about $8,835 on Etsy. So now let's go back. Do you think my price of like $599.10 is worth it? This one thing on Etsy is pulling $8,800 on a relatively new store. I mean, they got a lot of sales, but actually that's not a new store. So the cool part is you can do this too. You can spy on these people. Oh, look, somebody doing it already. Go figure. Somebody is making sales on message cards on Etsy. Cool, eh? So that's what I'll teach you to do, minus the Etsy part. All right, there's another one. Will this webinar be recorded? I'm at work. Yes, it will be. When does the discount end? Thursday at midnight. Can you please share the correct link again? It is right here on the bottom. Actually, this link was supposed to be the link, ppc-coach.com/PODS. They both work now. They both go to the same page. So that one and the bank one, I fixed the bank one here live for you. So they both work. I saw your Skillshare and it was quantity versus quality. Oh yeah, I do have a free Skillshare course too, teaching message cards. And the more you put out there, the better your chances. And that's kind of what my system is based on, because we're making people offers all the time of products that they can buy. So we're going to give them content, and then we're going to give them products. So yeah, I mean, you can't just put one up and like say I want to sell a daughter one, and I'm like, okay, well, I know this one's working, so I'm just going to make this one. I'm just going to put this up on social media, and then I'm going to sit back and wait. That's not the way it works. You got to put up like a bunch of these, and you're planting seeds with your free traffic, and those seeds are going to grow into gigantic oak trees over time, but they don't go from a seed to a gigantic oak tree overnight. It takes a little bit of time to ramp up that traffic, because you got to gain the followers, you got to do everything, you got to follow the system. But eventually, man, you sit back and you're like, I just built a huge traffic network and I'm getting free sales and I'm loving life. So that's what my print on demand school will teach you. The link is not working. Oh, it should work now. ppc-coach.com/POD. I'll try both. ppc-coach.com PODS. That should work. Yep, that works. And then I'll go here. Coach.com bank. Yep, they work now. Should work. Okay, so when you first start, you said quantity over quality, but how many would you suggest a complete beginner puts on their site or page? I would suggest one a day for 30 days. So 30 of them. Absolutely. Yeah, you're gonna like, free traffic is wonderful. The system is wonderful, but it doesn't mean you don't have to do a buttload of work to get there. So if you're thinking this is like, I know you don't, but if you're thinking this is some simple, just plug and play and then I'm done, no, you have to get the content together. You have to get the accounts together. You have to connect them all. You have to start posting to them. You have to get the products made. You have to post those products. Like, there is a whole system that you have to follow to get there. And it's a lot of work. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, you're not going to go from 0 to 10 sales a day overnight with free traffic. It's going to take some time, but you will get there. It's just, I'm not saying this is get rich quick. It's not. This is called get rich slow. That's what I would call it, because it does take time and effort and consistent posting on your end to do this. All right. Can you send the replay via email? Yep, no problem. /bank works. Good. Yeah, and again, I apologize for the mistake. I mean, somebody just said again, I can't believe how fast you fixed that. Yeah, it's just me now. When I make a mistake, I don't care. I don't even let it rolls off me like water off a duck's back. I just don't care. Mistakes are going to happen. You're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's part of life. So I might even just leave that part in the replay just to show you guys that I'm not worried about it. I know some people want everything to be perfect, but that's kind of why I said that, because you don't need to be perfect to do this. You don't have to have perfect products. You don't have to have perfect posts. You don't have to be in the perfect niche. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, imperfect action always 100% of the time beats perfect inaction. So if you're going to fall apart at the first sign of trouble, I mean, don't. Just fix it and move on. That's what happens. Accidents happen, mistakes happen. We just got to roll with it, roll with the punches. Just life's too short to worry about these things. That's my theory. So, that's why I really like this new system that I've been working on for the past year or so, because it works and it's fun. And it's like, once I get things up and running, man, it's like a snowball effect. So to start, it's pretty slow because you don't really have a following on any of the pages or the social media accounts. Once that following starts ramping up, and then you hit a couple viral things that people start sharing, and then they start liking all your stuff and following you on all these social media sites, it really takes off. Like it's amazing to watch. It really is. So I hope you're in. I don't have any more questions coming in here, so I'm actually going to close with that. So let's go. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can email me. I will send out the replay as well. And it's ppc-coach.com/PODS. There are already people in there. I appreciate everybody who joined. This is, like I said, this is going to be my flagship product. I do have other trainings out there too, but I've always wanted to do a course on a free system where we could get everybody going without really having to worry about paid ads. But I still love paid ads too. So I did want to include that in the course, which I did. All right, I'm going to close with that. Like I said, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedules to come on here, especially at the timing. And if you have any questions, email me. If you're already in there, thank you so much. I do see some already came in on my other screen. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you in the group. And go ahead, dive in. Let's get this rolling. Now's the time. Now, the best time to start something was yesterday, but yesterday's gone. So let's start it up today. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.